Wait. You clicked on this video because you got curious about the title. If you're bored and you just want to put something on, I promise this is the video for you. But first off, I want to say, thank you for 50 followers on Twitch. I know that's a small number, but it's not the number that matters to me. It's not the number that matters to me, but it's the fact that I even got to 50 followers in the first place. It took a long time, and it gave me the push that I needed to keep going in Twitch and entertainment. I've met that goal, and again, I just want to say to the 50 people that have followed me, I really thank you, and hope that you can stick along for this long ass journey we're finna go on. This video is gonna be quite long, I'm pretty sure, maybe like 15 to 30 minutes, so this is definitely something you need to just sit back and listen to. But let's get started, I guess. Let's get started. Alright, starting off, I know, like I said before, I know 50 followers on Twitch doesn't seem like a big number to people. But again, it's not just about the number, it's about how long it took to get to that number. And I am very grateful to be at even that number alone, you know what I mean? That goal is finished. Like, that goal is done. I guess I'm gonna start off with short-term goals. I almost stuttered, but I caught myself. By the end of this year, by the end of this year, I want to be at about 75 followers on Twitch. I think I can be able to do it. I want, at the end of December to be at 75 followers on Twitch, specifically. That's only just one short-term goal. Another short-term goal is to start shit. This isn't purely about Twitch, by the way. It's about other things, but I'm trying to keep it short since it's short-term goals. Really, I just want to get to about 70. I want to get to 75 to 100 followers on Twitch. Yeah, that's really the short-term goal I have for right now, along with getting to 185. But that's something else. But my more favorite part that I'm finna move on to is long-term goals, because these are the goals that I want to hit in like 5-6 years type shit. I want to, let's start off with the first one, the biggest one. I want to be one of the biggest entertainers in the world. You know what I mean? One of the biggest entertainers in the world, if not the biggest. That's a big goal, but I know I can get to at least one of the biggest entertainers in the world. Of course, that's gonna take a long time, but it's still a goal of mine, and we'll get more into that later on. Damn, it's hot in this car. But I definitely want to be one of the world's biggest entertainers. That's one goal. Another goal is I want to host, and not just wait. Let me expand upon that. Not expand upon that later. I'm not trying to fluff it up. But not another goal of mine, which is more. It's still long term. I want to host one of the biggest. Not just host. I want to be a MC performer or a host performer. I want to host one of the biggest and longest, or pretty much the world's longest festival in the world, or of the 2020s or early 2030s or mid 2030s, you know, just within a 10-year time frame. I was talking about short-term goals, and then all right, let's get back to the long term. My number one goal, like, of all time, is to be one of the biggest entertainers in the world, if not the biggest. Study the greats to be greater is what Michael Jackson said, and I'll expand upon that later in this video when I get in a more comfortable space. But that's the main long-term, or it's just the main goal of all. Another goal of mine within the next, I want to host, or not just host, but I want to MC perform. I want to be an MC performer or a host performer. I want to host the world's biggest festival slash performance or concert event. There we go. Concert event. I want it to be extremely long. I'm not gonna say how long because I don't want no. I know only a few people gonna see this, but in the possibility that this shit gets a bunch of views and whatnot, I'm gonna keep it to myself. I know it might be like, who this nigga think he is, but still, I just want to keep it to myself. All I'm gonna say is I want to host the world's longest festival slash concert, longer than Coachella, longer than Rolling Loud, and then longer than all the other ones that I can't really name at the moment. That's another goal of mine, but I want to do that within the next 10 to 15 years. I would like to do it before the 2020s end. I know I'm young, and again, I'll touch upon that later in the video. But yeah, I definitely want to do that. That'll be fun, and it'll be a great achievement of mine. Another long-term goal, another long-term goal. Those are really my two main goals in terms of what I want to do in life. But a more personal goal is to just, I don't know, try my best to learn from my mistakes, which again I'll touch upon later in the video. That's more of a personal goal. Is to just, learn from my mistakes and try to apply it to different forms and try not to do them again. Is there any other long-term goals? Oh yeah, this ties into entertainer, but I also want to be a very big streamer. Not just streamer, but entertainer. Again, I'll touch upon that in a later part of the video. But those are definitely my main goals and aspirations. I know this first part of the video is a little bit messy, but I hope you know that this car is a little cramped and my head is literally touching the ceiling with these headphones on. So I'm definitely gonna switch locations. Probably right now, actually. But yeah, those are definitely my goals and aspirations and what I want to do in life. But personal ones, I'm still trying to figure out. I'm still a teenager and I haven't got it all figured out yet, but I'll figure it out soon. But honestly, this car's getting kind of hot and cramped and my back hurts. So I'm gonna switch locations. I think I'm gonna go ahead and switch locations now. For you, it'll be a split second, but for me, it's gonna take like 5 minutes. So see you there. Not gonna lie, this took longer than expected. It was quite dark. Or it's starting to get dark. My number one passion in life, in terms of, again, what I want to do, is to be an entertainer in pretty much most, if not all fields, honestly. I want to I want to stream to, get a fan base built and to get a basis built. And then eventually I want to branch into different, fields of entertainment rather than just, content creation. Now, that doesn't mean I'm not going to content create it. When I get to a bigger status, it just means that I'm gonna, be doing other things along with content creation. Some of those things, my God. But I want to do, like I said, I want to do more than just content creation. I want to do music. I want to do a little bit of dance, if I can. Some acting. I want to model. I want to direct, and even I want to make movies as well. Like, again, when I say I want to be an entertainer in most if not all fields, I literally mean dance, music. I can't draw for shit, so I'm not gonna say that. Dance, music, acting, directing, producing. You know what I mean? Now, just because I can't do it now doesn't mean I can't learn how to do it eventually. But I take a lot of inspiration from Michael Jackson, first and foremost, James Brown, Rick James, or who else? I take inspiration from a lot of people, current, past and current. When it comes, like I said, when it comes to music, the people I named and more, like Tupac, Biggie, Kendrick Lamar, Tyler Creator, etc., etc. And then when it comes to acting, shit. I take a lot of inspiration. Fucking Robert De Niro. I like the way he acts in a lot of movies. Kevin Hart in the mid to late 2000s, in the early 2010s. Yeah, mostly that. Robert Downey Jr., great actor as well. I need some black actors. Chris Rock. I said Chris Rock. Well, he acted too. It's mostly a comedian. But like I said, a little bit of Chris Rock. Chris Tucker. That's a big inspiration as well when it comes to that shit. I already named music. Shit. Let me name SZA. Bryson Tiller. I forgot how to pronounce his last name. Shit, Beyonce even. Shit, I'm all around. I listen to everything. It don't matter. I look at everything. But I definitely want to be big in, like I said, like fields. It's something that I've always wanted to do. I'm not even trying to exaggerate. Ever since I was little, I knew I wanted to be in some form of entertainment. Whether it's acting, dancing, no matter. I always wanted to be in some form of, I keep repeating myself, entertainment. But yeah, I do want to get big in that field, and I am. I'm gonna make it happen. If you're not meant to do something, you won't have a passion for it, or you won't be good at it. I know I got a passion in entertainment. That's my number one. That's my quality. I might be quiet when I'm at school or whatever, but when I get out of there, shit, it don't matter. But it is getting quite dark. I do want to expand upon this more. I talk a little bit. Entertainment is definitely my, general foremost passion. Is to just be big in it. Is to be big in entertainment. And it's all gonna start with streaming. And I do want to own businesses as well. I know this is typical. It might be typical. Oh, he's black and he like chicken. Yeah, I like chicken. I want to open up my own fried chicken franchise. And I know it's typical. I don't give a damn. I like chicken. I like to eat. But I definitely want to open up my own fried chicken franchise. And then I want to open up clothing, make a clothing brand. And not just, t-shirts here and there and all, like genuine high quality clothing, like designer, well, not everything designer, but designer things like shit you wear to runways and shit you see, a lot of the shit you see celebrities doing. That's definitely another thing I want to do. I also want to start up my own tech company, my own gaming company. Shit, I want to make my own fucking city. I'm telling you, I want to go on those things. I already got a name for it and everything. But those, I definitely want to do everything. Shit. But entertainment is my career baby. That's my child right there. That's what I look forward to when it comes to working in some way, form, or fashion. Obviously, when I have a child, that's gonna be my main focus. But when it comes to career, yeah, entertainment, that's my baby right there. But it is getting quite dark. I would like to do one more part, one more chapter. I will do it, but I gotta head back after everything. But you know, we gonna get there. You know what I mean? Y'all gonna see the growth. Right now, I might be talking. God, that scared me. I might be talking to myself. But that's how all the small ones start. Corey Kenshin, Berleezy, Dashy, Rico the Giant, I'm Dante, fucking all of them. Caleb City, RDC, all of them. They started just by talking to nobody. Y'all gonna see the growth. To the 6 people that are gonna watch this, God, I love you guys. We got a parasocial relationship going on. But yeah, that's definitely, entertainment is definitely what I want. And y'all gonna see me on them screens and on your phones. I want. As I was saying before my phone really cut me off, I want to be in edits and shit. Like, I want to be in somebody repost. Fucking, I don't know. I just want to be in somebody's something. You know what I mean? I'm twiddling my little feet right now. But, yeah, entertainment is definitely my first and foremost career passion. Or, no, just passion in general. Be the biggest entertainer or one of the biggest entertainers in the world is definitely the main goal. It's gonna take a little while to get there, or it may not. You never know. Sometimes success can happen overnight, and I actually have a couple of examples of that happening, not to me but to other people. Literally, success happening overnight, and sometimes it might take 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. Could take a year, could take some months. It doesn't matter. So we're just gonna see how long it takes, or we just gonna not even see how long it takes. We're gonna keep going. But I definitely want to do that festival. Yeah. As time goes on and as I get bigger and bigger, I'll start giving more information on, you know, my vision that I have about it. But until then, all I'm gonna say is I want to host the world's biggest festival / concerts, and you'll see why in the future why I say concerts instead of concert. That's really it for passions. I know we're still in the same place, but it's too dark for me to bike anywhere else, so we're gonna have to do it here. But this last part is less about social media and more about me. You know, I just want to touch upon a few things, like this mistake I made right here. This wall, I punched a hole in it. The reason why, I'll tell you later if you really want to know. But I just want to acknowledge the fact that I am still a human and very prone to making mistakes, especially at the age I am right now. I'm only I'm only my age, but the reason I'm making this part is because I want people to call me out when I make a mistake or when I'm finna make a mistake. That way, I can correct myself. Even if the truth hurts, you know what I mean? The ugly truth is better than the beautiful lie. Because it can give you solace, it can give you clarity and whatnot. But definitely from here on out in the future, as I get bigger and bigger, I would very much love for my community that will be to call me out on a mistake, whether I'm being not too selfish, whether I'm being kind of an asshole, or I guess so selfish to the point where it's like, dude. But or I've made a few mistakes in the past. Not a few. I've made a lot of mistakes actually. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I've made over 100 mistakes. I literally counted how many mistakes I made. I'm not even joking. I've made over 100 mistakes within the past 5 years. Most of them being within the last 3. Again, I'm still human, and I'm still young. I don't know everything. I'm never gonna know everything about anything. So again, as my community grows and as I get a bigger fan base and get more, supporters and whatnot, I would very much love for you guys to call me out. Whether it's something small, like not super small, but whether it's something just like, hey, you probably should do this instead, not that, but it'll be fine if you do it like that. Just probably be better if you did it this way. But I most of all really do want y'all to call me out when I do something extremely wrong. And I'm not gonna do nothing crazy, but if I ever, let's say, I was having a bad day, and this is in the future. I was having a bad day, and paparazzi got in my face, and I punched the camera. Paparazzi shouldn't be in your face in no way. And honestly, really depends on who it is, because Hollywood fix and all that. I'm sorry, I'm starting to get off topic. But let's say that it was a good paparazzi, or a good paparazzi or something like that. And I was mad that day, and I punched the camera because I was mad, which I probably would never do. Knock on wood. But yeah, definitely call me out on that. Or if a fan walks up to me, and again, I'm having a bad day, well, not if I'm having a bad day. A fan walks up to me, asks for a quick picture in a respectful way, and I'm being a little rude, definitely still call me out on that. I just want to know. That way I can always be better in myself. Because nobody is 100% perfect. But I just wanted to touch upon that in the last part real quick. And as I get bigger, I definitely promise. Well, I'm not gonna promise. I ain't gonna promise, because you don't want to make promises you can't keep. I'm not saying that I won't keep this and I can't keep it, but I definitely will try my best to give you guys the best entertainment within my lifetime as I, grow and whatnot. I had to put a pillow under my ass because it hurts. But honestly, that was really it. I'm gonna keep making these videos every time I hit a milestone. So like I said, for Twitch, I want to hit 75 followers at the end of this year. And on YouTube, on all channels, or really the ones I really get, I want to hit 100 followers, 100 subscribers I'd say by next year. Not by next year as in like January, but next year as in like March or something. But yeah. Again, thank you for 50 followers on Twitch. Again, I know it sounds small, but if you saw the work that I put in, and if you know how Twitch is, it is a very big milestone for me personally. Not even just in the social media sense, but in the personal sense. So, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, evening, or night. That's it.